FlossTube.
Good morning.
Happy Thanksgiving, almost.
Yes, absolutely. Next week, you are right.
Yeah.
Although I think a lot of us are in the Christmas spirit.
Chrissy is. Chrissy is. I haven't got mine up yet. In fact, I just figured out I did do a little short reel yesterday on Instagram. I filmed it a couple weeks ago, and I really was struggling on how to get it on, and I was Googling all this stuff, and finally figured out how to do it. And so it did post yesterday, so I was excited. So yes, my Thanksgiving fall wall is still up. Chrissy's
it's harder
decorated.
it's harder for you to let fall go.
Yeah, it is.
Because you actually have a fall wall.
Yep.
I'm like playing major catch up and having fall cross stitches and things like that. Mm-hmm. But and then with the cooler weather,
it's been wonderful.
It was like, okay, yes, I'm ready to stitch Christmas. I'm ready to get it all out.
Yeah, I've been stitching Christmas. I can always stitch Christmas.
I feel like we've stitched it all year.
We have.
Because of the prairie schooler.
Yep.
So we've got some big updates. We've got some big things to show.
We do.
We have a new spotlight designer that I think everybody's going to obviously recognize. It's a pretty hard one not to. Yep. But we have some fun things to share that we have. And, obviously plans. And she's got some nice fully finishes. So
I do. I'm excited. I'm just now seeing them in person today. So it's kind of cool.
And we're holding one hostage, which is Sweet Chaos Stitcher Jen's. And I don't want to give her back, but she's so cute. Really, really cute.
She really is. So I guess what we're going to start with is something we both started, our Ho 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 Sal.
By Crochet to Go Go.
Crochet to Go Go. And Chrissy's making great progress on hers.
Yeah, that's like 3 days worth.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I kind of would have been a, one at a time kind of thing, and I did manage to finish him. And, whoops, Chrissy's going to try to show it. Neither one of us are going to do it as a stocking, but I've decided after talking to Jen and my friend Diane, I'm going to try to find an oval frame for him to fit in. I think he would look really, really cool.
I do too.
My problem is he's kind of in between sizes. I sized him last night. He's in between a 5x7 and 8x10. So tomorrow I'm actually going to see Pam, our framer, to pick up my American Welcome. So I'm going to take him and get her thoughts on it. But
let's try and get a close-up, and we'll bow our heads out and see.
I don't know that I can, but we'll see if we can get up close. He's with the Call for Colors. He's on a gray colored fabric. Actually, he's on Balmoral by Color and Cotton, which was one of their fabric of the months back in 2021, I think.
And I think when you took the vote, it was hands down.
It was hands down.
I showed it on fabric.
Yeah, I showed him on Instagram and asked everybody's opinion, and I had kind of favored him anyway. But yeah, he was. But I think he's going to look really cute, like in a.
He is. We both decided, including Jen, who joined us, that we're going more for the portrait. Look. So we are not making a stocking. And I think part of it is the way he looks, we just feel like he'd be so perfect, either in a antique frame or oval frame and propped up on an end table or something.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
He just says welcome.
He's the face on him. I have got more. And the face is he's probably one of the cutest Santa faces.
Seriously,
really,
absolutely.
That I have
And
done.
Because of his size, which he is bigger in size, because of him, she can get these wonderful details in.
Yeah, and the greenery around him is just so perfect. It's it's really been a lot of fun. But this was the
I'm going to pull that out for him. Yeah.
But this was Crochet a Go-Go, and it's the Ho 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 Santa stocking, Christmas stocking.
Ho 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 Christmas stocking? Yeah, and then we just called it the Ho 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 Sal.
Right.
So.
And he's available out there on her Etsy shop, but I know that a lot of people have commented, and I think there's quite a few that are stitching it.
And she was our spotlight designer last time, and we had the sale coming up, and then I got started. I had one big finish, which is a Nashville model, so that's at the framer, and I've talked about that, and I kind of allow myself some personal stitching in between. So I picked I was late to the party, but let's see if
she's gotten so much done in 3 days.
Now I'm stitching it on a 32 count brown sugar boba by Grace Notes Fabric. I'm not sure if it's available. We get it as our, because we showcase her fabric, so we get it for the, one of the month. You get a fabric of the month from her, so it's got a little bit more of a prim look. I'm stitching 32 count, but I'm using 1 strand because I'm just really going for that a look.
More of a primitive. Well, it goes with your decor so much better.
So I'll see if I can get closer, but it is really fun to stitch, and I didn't worry about, even though this linen has some really good modeling, I wasn't worried about those chunks of there because it's solid stitching. So it's pretty much, this guy is full coverage and then we're done.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I do really enjoy stitching on their fabric, but it looks a little different, I think, here than there. I feel like it's a little darker.
It does show up a little bit darker.
It's just a little different. But I really, really like it. And
he was fun. And I have several more of her charts that I know that I'll probably pull out.
Oh,
and I think most of them are Christmas related.
Yeah.
So.
And it's all DMC, so it's been a real joy. And her poinsettias, even though it looks a little like it's a lot of colors, it's actually really kind of not been bad.
No.
It has not been too much confetti stitching at all. And once you get through a little bit, I've noticed there's some really good solid chunks in there. I'm anxious to get to his face, though. I feel like he's missing something special right now.
You'll get to his face probably tonight, maybe. Huh?
I'm thinking so, because I'm almost done with his sleeve, and then I get up to, what's there? Hold on.
Well, he's got the beard, and then there's going to be his cheek.
And what I thought was I would do my typical, like what I did here, outlining.
Yes.
Put the edge there.
That's
and then
what I do.
Outline the beard and get up to that hat.
Yeah.
So, but I've been having a lot of fun. It's my time to relax before I get on the Barefoot Needle Arts retreat piece and pull off a finish on that, which I am kind of designating Thanksgiving break to that.
Good.
So I want to finish this. I'm going to give myself all weekend and up until like Thanksgiving Day, and then I'll stitch Thanksgiving on it if I'm not done, but I have a feeling I might.
You might be done.
Maybe. I got to get over to that other side, but...
I was going to say, Memory and Amy in their last live, Facebook did bring up your piece, and that they were excited to see it, and I guess they're putting together the fabric.
Yeah, they're starting to build kits, and it's on a gorgeous blue.
It's Sea Mist?
Sea Mist.
Is that right?
Yes, it's a phenomenal color. So anyways.
It'll be fun.
Yes, so that's that one.
I guess we're going to go a little different today because we wanted to talk about another Sal, too, that we're going to be, I'm not going to start right away, but it kind of popped up yesterday. If you follow Sarah, Memphis E. Sarah on Instagram, we had a chance to chat. I think I said before at the last retreat I went to, which was the Stitching in the Wild. And she yesterday showed this that I knew I had in my stash. And in fact, I even had the fabric. And it is, do you have yours out?
I have the,
okay.
And
it's Praiseworthy Stitches, and it's Sleigh Ride.
Yeah.
And yes, it's big. Now,
yes, it's not a small
It's not a small.
But it is gorgeous, and I've seen the model at Nashville.
Yes.
That's where I got my pattern.
So Chrissy's going to be jumping on board with us now.
Eventually.
They're starting December 1st. We have something else planned for December 1st.
Yes,
so I had said to Sarah, I'm going to join, but it'll probably be January 1st when I join it. So it'll be my New Year's Day start.
But since it's big,
if
you want to join, people are still going to be stitching.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way, and I can't imagine anybody. Maybe Ginger could pull off a finish in 2 weeks.
Maybe.
But I got to tell you, the model, like the houses.
The houses got me.
The houses are really phenomenally done with the colors. I can't tell it because I haven't looked at the thread list yet or anything. And how many dyed fluff.
And I do actually have the fabric that's
Nocturne.
used. It's Nocturne, 32 count for me. So I'll be using it's the call for. And I will say that if you do want to join in on December 1st, what they're planning on doing is making it an all year thing. And I'm not sure who divided it up, but I know Zan, Crazy Band Lady, is a part of it. And they've divided it up into 12 sections where you could do a section a month.
Yeah.
And I think that's out on Sarah's Instagram. You can probably see the division on her Instagram.
Who makes
that? Is a Picture This Plus.
That's what I thought.
Picture This Plus fabric.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, lots of white, but that's okay. I
liked it because for the most part there wasn't a lot of glittery things in it, but his reins on his sleigh.
There is some
a little gold in there, but it really makes it. You think you.
And there's quite a list of fibers, so I haven't even started pulling.
Yeah, no.
That'll be probably after Christmas.
Might have to be my Christmas gift.
Honey, depending on how far I get with the other one. All right.
So
finishes.
December 1st.
December 1st.
Do we have a sale name?
Yes, there is a sale name, and it is Sleigh Ride Sal 2025.
Okay, perfect.
And again, you can see a little bit more information on Sarah's Instagram, and she'll probably bring it up on her next FlossTube.
And we'll add the information on here.
We'll put the information
Make sure
below.
you're following her, and that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, finishes.
My only fully finished is at the framer. So this is your spotlight.
Well, my finish was the Crochet a Go-Go Santa. Right. Now, fully finishes, I have a few. A few. I guess I'll start with this one. This one,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot.
This one is, it's going to get some glare, but this is the American Sampler, and it's by Primrose Cottage. And I saw it before it actually was released when Diane and I were out at the Stitch West in April. She had it showing it, and right away I knew that as soon as it came out, I needed it.
The frame is perfect.
It's on, and I stitched it on. It's kind of like, and you can't tell it on there, it's almost like a very light pale yellow. Mm-hmm. It's called 32 Count Chic, SCHIC, but it was by Fortnite, who, of course, no longer dying. But I had it in my stash, and I loved it with the blues. And Pam did a phenomenal. I knew I wanted. It actually looks very much like the model, same kind of frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really perfect.
It's pretty. I love it.
So perfect.
Yeah. The house again. And then Chrissy was nice enough to have picked a few things up for me that Terry at the Old Needle Shop finished. And this is the first one. And this is something from my stash. I looked at it, 1994. It's a drawn thread. Mm-hmm. It's called Joyous Christmas. And it's so cute. It has a few specialty stitches in it, as most drawn threads do. It's on 32 count light mocha, just something from my stash. It was a piece. But the white really pops on it nicely.
Yeah.
And the backing is just adorable that she uses. This is Terry from the Old Needle Shop.
How cute.
She just, she sent me pictures, and pictures don't do it justice until you see it in person. But
no. And I like that I always get the first piece. I'm the driver today. I look. I like that.
But I love it because, I pulled out this chart many, many times to stitch it and just put it back. And I'm really going to start concentrating on trying to stitch, especially in 25. Stitching a lot more of my stuff from stash that I've loved forever. So.
Well, you've done quite a bit this year.
Yeah. And this was also one that was from stash, and this is called Little Noel.
I am totally putting my name on it.
And I wanted it similar to the little one that she did, the October one, and she did it. It's a drawn thread on 32 count clay. And I did use the Dinky dyes. I'm looking at my notes because I can't remember. I did use the Dinky dyes for two of the colors. It did call for some silks, but I used DMC. And it's got a few beads on it.
Try.
Yeah, that looks good. It's just so cute. She does such a great job.
It can't be but 1, 2, 3 inches high.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yep.
And what's nice is it's not a red. It's like that cranberry
it's
ice
like
type color.
It's a burgundy almost kind of color. Yeah, cranberry would be a good word.
So
and then the
beautiful.
last one that she picked up, oh, I love this.
I do too. Her fabric is always perfect that she matches.
Yeah,
to these
it
things.
really is. This is Santa's Flight by Shepherd's Bush. Now this is the one, and I have the chart, that you would never...
Right.
Oops, wrong way.
There you go.
It was 3 different pieces, but what happened is when I was, and I had the chart, but what happened is when I was out at Shepherd's Bush in April, I saw this on the wall.
Doesn't even look like it's just crazy.
Yeah, and I thought, oh yeah, that's perfect. So I used an Atomic Ranch fabric called Greystone. It's a grayish blue, I guess you would call it.
I love the little
And
red
I love,
and white.
and I had said to her, I think it kind of looks like a tiny town, so let's
It
make it a
does.
stand-up.
Yeah.
So, again, perfect
So
finishing.
You're so, like, her cupboards are blue. A lot of her stuff is blue, so this is, like,
Yeah.
this will go anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm anxious, so I have 3 new just right there to put up. And then, when she was there, she picked up something else that Terry finished.
Yes.
Not mine.
This was from me and Tina and Jen were stitching, and this is that nettle. So I won't take her out, but I did kidnap her for the weekend. Jen will be back.
Jen's up in Georgia, honey.
I'm like, yeah, I can watch her for you. So she did stitch every piece. So she's got her little needle book, and then on the back side, it's got the where it says boo. But look at that big heart, felt heart on the back, and the fabric again is perfect.
That is just adorable. I wonder what is it, you think it's 40 count or 36?
No, it was 30. We both stitched on 32. So it may be a little bigger one some, but we both stitched on 32. And again, I cannot wait to get hooked into these things with Linda. I used to be the hooker. That sounds terrible. I do hook, rug hooking, but I used to be the one to hook you into these sales. And now you're doing it to me, full well knowing I don't have any room I gotta finish now. But then you're right, you get stitching on that Santa, the ho-ho-ho Santa, and you can't put him down.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
But I jokingly, this praiseworthy Sal, I jokingly saw it go with Sarah, and I'm like, hey, now I am getting her on this. Oh, Linda.
No,
and then she gives it back to me. She goes, I know you have it too.
Yeah, you're the one that tagged me first.
I did.
And then I went, oh yeah, I got it. And I got the fabric too.
So, those are such great
So we had
finishes.
some great finishes.
Yeah.
What about, did you bring a piece that we can show? Something from our closet?
Something
or...
old. Yes, I did.
Uh-oh.
Oh, right here.
Okay. Oh yeah, good.
It's an oldie, but it's one I still even finish myself, and I really do want to get it framed. Even in this frame, I don't care.
Oh no, it looks good.
But I did this forever ago, and this is my one and only finish by Sue Hillis.
Oh, be darned. Okay, I was just going to ask you. I couldn't remember who that was. Great.
Yeah, and she always has the model at StitchCon.
Yes.
But just in case.
Cute.
But because I love the book and everything else, but I will say it's actually a really fun stitch. It really is. I mean, you're talking, it's a clothesline with Santa's clothes. If you did have a mess up in any one of those stitches, it's not going to show because it's on a line. Right. The only thing that I ever drop down to is your words have to be right, but it's actually an enjoyable stitch. I think the only thing that wasn't my favorite was actually doing the back stitching on the clothesline, just to make it smooth every now and then. It's I will say as a designer, back stitching is not the easiest thing to do. Your mouse really, it has to be specific, and But
That's so true. I never thought of
Oh gosh, so hard. There's hard now. If it's a house or windows, it's straight.
It's easy.
Straight.
But if
when
it's
you
any
start
kind of
diagonaling,
yeah,
you get off. And like when I do Mrs. Claus's glasses, because some are on an angle.
Yeah.
But my favorite part was these silly keys.
Oh yeah.
They made the whole reason I bought it. Yeah. So that is Sue Hill's Designs, and I think it is "And to All a Good Night" was what the name of it is. Yeah. So he's
I don't
really
ever
cute.
remember seeing that you had done that. I don't
Yeah. I did it not too long ago. I did it at the farmhouse rental.
Okay.
So I mean, definitely 8 years ago. And you can tell that's when I kind of was like, I don't even care about my initials. I just want to be done. And then that started happening. Yeah. But and everything's outlined on him.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, the jacket.
Oh yeah. True Sue Hillis.
Everything was outlined, but not hard. It was a lot of fun. I don't think I did. I'm kind of thinking she might have had Whisper on his hat, but I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's not fun to
I
work
blame
with.
it on being prim.
There you go.
Not lazy. I'm prim. It just is what it is. But yeah, that is my vintage from your Linda's or our closet.
Mine is back there. Yep, I got you. This is something that I brought because I just put it up on my wall in my office and I had posted it on Instagram, but we're going to get probably a lot of glare. But this is the Noel sampler by With a Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. It was actually a Christmas Day start for me in 21.
Gotta get the glare.
And I started it before that, and I did a thing that I know a lot of us have done, and I started it the wrong way on the fabric. And I had that whole row of deer done and realized it.
Oh, geez.
So then I put it away. He went in timeout. And then I decided I wanted to do it smaller. So it's on 25 count over 1. And I like the color. It's on a gray. I don't remember what it was, but it's on a gray. Yeah. And he's up on my wall in the office. And I didn't realize it till the other day when I put him up that all the other pieces that I posted were all houses and they were all Brenda Gervais.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I had my Winter Rose Manor and my Light of Winter. And
it's such a beautiful stitch. And who just finished this on Instagram? Felicia?
Well, and
Ozark Stitcher?
I thought Jessica was stitching it. But I've seen a couple recently that have.
Yeah, I think Ozark Mountain Stitcher, Felicia.
Okay.
I think she just pulled off a finish on that one. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that one I happen to have out because, like I say, the only thing I've changed Christmas-wise is in my office. Right. So
I still would like to stitch, and I'm trying to remember who stitched it, but it is Brenda Gervais. I mean, there's lots of them. Santa Stops Here. I saw someone almost finishing that.
Yes, that's the one that Jessica is.
Okay.
That's the one.
Almost finished with that. And then the other one is, I think can't remember who it was. It might have been Tara, but maybe I'm wrong. But the one with him inside the cottage, the cutout.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's one I could pull off because it's empty, but it's still got...
Oh, yes. You started that one,
didn't you? No, I just have it, and I wanted you to run out and get it, but I think it was Tara.
That was Tara.
And then it makes me have FOMO.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But that's a really, really... falls in line with some of the stuff we've been doing, you know.
Definitely. Okay. So, do we want to talk about our designer maker?
We can. I don't have much haul. Well, no, we can follow right in line. That's fine. I don't have much haul, but I do have some.
Okay, I have a
little. So not too much, and then plan. So yeah, we can do our spotlight designer, and we are starting off with an announcement on our spotlight designer.
Yeah, our spotlight designer is actually Teresa Kogut. And I think I have it.
Okay.
And this is actually going to be a sal that I'm starting December 1st. And I think Chrissy's going to jump on board too.
I love him.
And it's a green coat Santa. I have been waiting for him ever since I saw it 2 years ago, I think it was, on her Patreon. And when I saw that it was coming out, I knew that I had to do it.
Now, both of us have a hidden secret neither one of us have ever stitched.
Yes, neither one of us have ever stitched a Teresa Kogut.
And I talk to more people that are collectors. That would be me.
Yeah,
I love everyone. How do you not? But then I have not stitched one.
I know. It was pretty amazing. I mean, when I pulled this out, I thought, well, I know I've stitched some of her other stuff, and I started looking, and no.
So I'm anxious. I'm anxious.
Yeah.
I really am anxious to do that one.
Well, this is
When
fun.
does this day start?
December 1st.
December 1st.
Yeah, and I'm actually ready because I finished my other one, and
you
I'm
got
gonna
the
have
fibers?
a week. I have but I don't have the chart yet. The chart is en route.
Neither one of us have the chart. We're waiting for the book.
Yep, the
that
book
she put out.
Yeah, this is actually in a book called Hello Santa.
Yeah.
But he is the green coat Santa.
And I believe that in Hello Santa, you're going to get 7 Santa designs.
Right.
And how do you not get that one?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And when I saw it coming out, I knew I had to find a green because I watched Teresa's FlossTube, and the chart had actually, the model stitcher changed the green. So, yeah, the model stitcher changed the green. It was actually in a DMC, and I think she said the model stitcher was ... Goose. I believe she did.
Really?
Yes, and she changed the green to a bayberry, which is Gentle Arts, and it's beautiful. And you can tell that it's really, really variegated.
Yeah.
You know. So I was going to Brick City and decided, and actually that day Peter was coming to stitch with me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided I told him, I said, well, it's bayberry. Well, within probably about 10 minutes, we had 10 different greens laid out. Knowing Peter, you have to know Peter. He's got to find every green that there could be.
Right.
And, but I've decided to go with, and I didn't pick my fabric till later, is Desert Mesquite. And it is and this is the fabric that I'm going to use, and it's actually a green. Yeah, can you hold it? I'm not real good at it. And I can't think of what that is. I might have it written down here somewhere. I don't.
The fabric?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Did I
It's
put
an
the clip
even
on
weave,
it?
right?
Yeah, it's
I
an
mean, you
even
can tell
weave.
it's a nice even
It
weave.
is an Atomic Ranch.
Yeah, I don't.
And I can't remember.
Really, a very light green.
Yes, very pale green, and it's mint.
I was gonna say it's almost like mint.
Winter mint.
Okay, winter mint.
Because what happened is that when I pulled it, it had something about something else mint, and it had the wrong tag on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it is called winter mint, and it's 32 count, and I love it being that light green. And I think the white will pop on that pretty well. Actually, I think she's using maybe, it's not white, might be 812 or one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be our sale starting December 1st.
Desert Mesquite.
Desert Mesquite.
And
there's, go and look. I liked this green because it was really, really variegated.
Right.
Some of the other ones were not so much, but I thought that one would work good.
I wonder what the DMC was originally.
It was 3363, maybe. It was in that range somewhere. Yeah, all I printed was the actual picture because we don't have the information.
Right.
So, so when that all started, we both decided to start pulling our Teresa Koguts, and we had a few.
We have a stack. Well, I have a funny story with Teresa Kogut, which is kind of funny because it goes as far back as you and me do. But I mean, originally she didn't do as much cross-stitch charts. She did fabric, and she did bears, and she did calendars, and they were figurines. And I was in love with bears.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I did all the Boyd's bears, and hers fit that more country prim look kind of a deal. And so we were going to the Davisburg, Michigan craft show in a big barn. It's where I did my 4-H, rode my horse, and I was visiting my parents, and we went to the craft show, just happened to be that weekend. And we came around the corner with the vendors, and oh my gosh, she was sitting there.
Oh.
And so, I mean, to me, I was hugely fangirling even back in 14 years ago.
Wow.
And really some of that stuff wasn't even out.
No.
So I didn't know what I see. Well, she had her prints. Most of it was her prints for sale.
A couple of her prints.
So I walked away, and I think I've probably shared this story before, but I bought one. And I walked away, and my mom was just like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, and she was so nice, and we got talking and all this kind of stuff, and she had family in Florida, her parents, and so we got talking, and I walked away, and I told my mom, I'm like, "Oh, I wish I would have had her sign the back of this print." And she's like, "Go back." So I was one of those that went back and go, "Hey, can you just sign this print?" So she was so sweet. So then it was so funny that all these years later, not that she'd remember me, but now all of a sudden you're stitching, and at one point was approached to model stitch, and it was on black, so I was like, I'll pass on that one. But all of a sudden your world, when you get back into stitching, and then she got into it, and then she was doing punch needle, and you've just seen this person do so much, and I'm so glad her fabrics are back. So I wish we had some. I mean, everybody knows it now. They know the fall, they know Kringle, they know all this stuff, but I mean, to me, she is a full circle artist. I don't really call her just designer or anything like that. She's a full circle designer. She's as friendly as her face and her look. It was so great now to feel like we have more of a friendship versus, but I still fangirl. I still look at her and go, "Oh my God, you're Teresa Kogut." But it's nice now to finally spend some time, and especially as busy as she is in Nashville, it's so nice to run into her, and what she does or touches seems to just turn to gold. And
I just am amazed when I see everything that there's so much. I can't imagine having I can't think of the word I want to use, but every time you see something, it's another one, and they're different.
I know. I mean, I totally get what you mean, because I still struggle with, okay, I'm going to do a Santa design. And I got a candy cane. And you just feel like, and then she puts one on, and you're like, oh yeah, she just put everything in there. And then it's different every time. The creativity just oozes, and I love that.
And I love the fact that her Santas, they don't all look the same. I mean, they're all very different.
Yeah, but you can always tell them.
Oh, yeah.
You can always tell something is hers. So, so do we want to share?
Sure.
So we shared our first one. And I just have a collection over the years. So the first one I have is Joyful Scene. This is a smaller one. I think he'd be fun to stitch. Just a couple of little houses and the reindeer, but he's a cute one. We've been doing the Jingle Bell Ball. This is the 3rd or 4th year or whatever. No, I haven't bought my ticket yet. I'm a late buyer.
Oh, I got my ticket.
I'm always a late buyer. I don't know why. And then I love everybody I'm going to get on. And then the first night, the poor thing, they can't get, it's such an influx.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there going, I don't even go until Saturday. I don't know why. And then I take my time. But anyways, this is Greetings from St. Nick. It's the 2023 exclusive from the Jingle Bell Ball.
And I think he might be out now. I think
is he in that book?
No, he's not in the book. She has that book and 5 or 6 other releases, and a couple were from the Jingle Ball.
Yeah. And I absolutely love that it's in color.
It's color
chart. I love her color chart.
Yeah.
They weren't always that way. This one, I wasn't going to buy the dang ticket. I say it every year, and then this one is what got me to buy the ticket. The Deck the Halls. I thought, it's nice. Doesn't always have to be Santa. And here's this lady with the bows and the crows, and she's so sweet. I mean, it's nice to have something different.
Yeah.
You're a snowman girl. I mean, and Santa, but
but I love snowmen
she's
too.
a snowman girl. I'm a Santa girl. But it's so nice to have something a little different.
Yeah.
So that one caught my eye that year.
And this one we both got.
I
think he's so cute, so funny.
He really is.
Stuck
exclusive.
Santa.
He's stuck in the chimney.
And I know he's out now because I posted him on Brick City.
And we both, I think when we got it, we even thought, he'd be just as simple as, you don't have to do the words, you could do the chimney and him stuck in it and just make a smaller.
Sure.
Super cute. This is Harvest Ted
and Harvest
Tina. And they are adorable.
Yeah, very cute. And
again, I don't know that you would even have to be, I might not even be inclined to stitch the border around and just make them like the little nettle.
Oh, yeah.
Just,
well, in fact, now that you say that, with the green coat Santa, where is he? He's got the border.
yeah.
And I'm not going to do that because
You're not doing the black?
No, because I think when I give him to Pam to frame him, she can probably do something similar. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I have some books and some bigger patterns. So I fell in love with this one. I think this was Nashville last year, I think.
Serenity.
I
don't know if you saw, but there was a lady that came in the shop in Brick City recently
and had it
almost finished.
Yeah,
it was
I did.
Absolutely gorgeous.
This one I think most people bought for these deers and the birds, and I think she was wanting to make sure Peter knew. Look, there's birds.
Yeah.
But I mean, so pretty. It sits there, and this one I absolutely fell in love with. This is "And God Saw." Oh. Again, we'll see. And the people at the bottom are so cute. Her people.
Yeah, are so cute.
Are so cute. Really cute. This was above all. This was going to be an anniversary stitch one year.
Oh.
And then
this is right up your alley.
Yeah, I can't not have the Halloween book. I don't think I got it when it first came out. I think I got this at StitchCon maybe a couple years ago or something. But when I was, I don't know why I missed it, but when I was in Asheville for All Things Fall Retreat, I saw this one lady was stitching, and I didn't even know it was in the book. Like I had the book, I didn't even know, and it was the cutest thing. I think it was it that one? I think it was that one.
A lot of
good there's some nice smaller ones in it, but it was, I think it was this one. That thing is adorable. That witch is so cute. It's another thing she corners, to me, she kind of corners the market on a cute witch. I mean, there's so many good designers, but I feel like her Santas and her witches are just too cute. Was this a bigger book or just one sampler? Just
one sample.
Dwelling Place.
A couple of little.
It's got some beautiful reds. And that one, I love that. And of course, I had to have the patriotic book.
One. I love just looking through the book. Her artwork is just...
Her books are like my magazine.
Yeah.
Like when we used to get magazines. Like I don't even get anymore. But I have to admit that the Eagle one in here, where is it? I like the one where God shed his grace, but there's also, she's my other Lincoln girl.
Yeah.
Love that. I can't remember which one, but it was the one with the eagle, but it's not on the front page. I wish she would reproduce this. Okay, Teresa Kogut, I would like this in a border. Wallpaper border, please. Seriously.
I know.
How phenomenal would that be in my house? It would just be so good. I just wanted to show it. It's here, but where is the pattern? Why am I having such a difficult time?
I don't know.
Because that's the flag. There's the eagle. I know it's there. Maybe it, I don't know. Anyways, I thought it was here, but we're just going to let that go. It really, really is. We're just going to let it go. Oh, that was the one I missed, and I forget who stitched that, but that's cute. The red on the red was so cool. Again, something different. And then the last one I have, I actually won the booklet, or I had the booklet and won it again with all sorts of different fabric and all the floss for Let Love Rain.
Your first year at StitchCon.
My first year at StitchCon, yeah. I won things that year. So, and I've seen, Melissa has stitched this in a brighter blue. Peter has stitched this. We've shared with you beautifully. One day I will stitch this. I even have the card from Susan.
Oh, yeah.
So, and she
keepsakes.
She made this bag. I got the bag. It's gorgeous. It was a fun time.
Yeah,
So,
it was.
anyways.
Well, I have a lot of the ones that she has, so I won't repeat some of those. But I also have, I got him, I think he's a few years old. I don't see a date on here, but I love him.
I really like him with the crook. Right? The shepherd's hook.
Yep. He's so cute. And then, of course, like she said, I love winter. And so I got
I knew you'd get that book.
I got the Flurry book. And it's got some really, really cute designs in it, too. But I think there are nine designs in this one book. Snowmen. I mean, you can't beat it for the price. I mean, 9 designs. That's really good. But a really good book as well. So those are some of the ones that I have. And as I say, some of the same ones.
I feel like I have more, but I think they're in bags, project bags that I put away, but not too much more.
All right.
But again, so that is our spotlight designer. We love you, Teresa.
We do.
I see you in Nashville, and I can't wait to see what her releases are.
Oh, yeah.
She's always pulling them out of the woodwork. She's got a nice inventory, and I swear on her computer that, I mean, you get so many that she said, I love it. It's like, damn.
I know, and it just,
they're so different, but they're always so good.
I don't know how I could never keep up with her Patreon because there's just so many.
Right. And her angels are
oh yeah, the angels.
Phenomenal.
We have a lady at Brick City who has stitched quite a few of those.
Really?
And they're gorgeous.
They're so beautiful.
All right. Now what? Well, whips. Do you have any?
No, just mine.
I do have one, and I haven't got real far on it. I was looking for another Prairie Schooler Sunday or Saturday, and decided to pull this out. And and it is one that Deb, that is lives in Florida. Oh gosh, I can't remember her name now. You know what? Deb.
Yes.
You know who I mean.
Oh, yes.
She had pulled it out and was going to start it. And so I went, I have that, and I've always wanted to do it. And so I pulled it out.
Are you doing the whole piece?
I'm doing the whole piece. I'm doing the whole piece. But I'm doing it on gray, which has kind of all of a sudden become my color.
Yeah.
And that's as far as I've gotten. But I have replaced the green and the red with 2 color and cotton fibers. I'm trying to build up my stash now of color and cotton, and I ordered these, and the red is actually cherry cobbler.
Oh, I love that one. It's a good Christmas color.
And the green, which really has nice variegation, is tree lot. So those are the only 2 that I changed, and I actually wanted to get that little bit in so I could see how they would look.
Yeah, really pretty.
So I haven't got real far with it, but...
Good green.
What
is the green again?
It's tree lot.
Tree lot.
And they're both color and cotton.
Beautiful.
The rest of it is all DMC.
Yeah.
But he'll be fun. So it'll be my Saturday, Prairie Schooler Saturday. We were doing that for a while.
I have mine here.
Do you? Good.
It's in my plans.
Okay.
We shall see.
That's my only whip. Well, I mean, I have 2 older ones. There's always sea glass.
So that's your only whip right now, but then you start...
But I start December 1st, tree lot. I'm sorry.
That's not fair.
Hello, the Santa, the green coat Santa.
Well, yeah.
But now I have nothing in between.
Big gap.
I do.
All the way through Thanksgiving?
I do.
I mean, you can't just work on a Prairie School.
I know. I'm going to go home.
There's no rules in cross-stitch or cross-stitch.
I know.
But
I'm going to go home and see if I can find something in my closet. And
you know what I can say? I always be like, I could give you a model.
No,
She's
I'm good.
She's been there, done that.
I just finished one.
I know.
I just finished one.
Did.
So that's the only whip I have. But plans.
So your plans need to be to get another one.
My plans are to go home from here and probably go through and find something to stitch in between now and December 1st.
Maybe the next the row, the snippets, the snappers.
Snapper. Oh, I have winter.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That would be good.
Actually, Helen D had mentioned if you want to do winter.
Yeah, that would be perfect. So it goes fast. It won't feel like
I might give her a little note and say, "Are you ready for winter, Snapperland?"
Let's do this. I got to get to my project bag.
That's fine.
1 second here.
Oh yeah, we're at Hall. Is that where we're at? Or what are we talking? I've
just got plans. I've just got
that's good.
I don't have very much haul.
Okay.
So
that was my plan. So you're.
Okay. So my only. Ooh. Yeah, because I can't. I think what happens is I get started, and I really do want to keep doing what I've been doing throughout this year. It seemed like as I was stitching something to completion.
Yeah.
But now I'm doing models in between, which is perfectly fine, and starting. So I'm going to finish the Santa, but there's 2 pieces I want to work on all the way through January if I can. And that is so that I can finish the Christmas Village Prairie Schooler with you.
Yep.
So I got that one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's, you know,
I like it on
you've
that
got.
fabric.
I do too. I just love it.
Pam has
This is the Vintage Country Mocha.
Yeah.
And I really was enjoying the stitch. So I want to get back to that because it's a prairie schooler. It's just something that's, you just enjoy it.
It's
just sit back and enjoy.
Yep.
Right. So, and it's my favorite fabric, and it's 28 count. And
yeah, it's funny, when I picked up something the other day and it was 28 count, and I think it was something I had stitched for you. It was like, oh yeah, I remember this. This is kind of fun.
Yeah. And then the Oh Snap Sal, I started forever ago with Becca of Sambry Stitches. I don't think I've wrapped yet, no. And so that's by Glendon Place. Hold on one second here. Yeah. I was trying to think what the name was. Gingerbread Grove, because I knew it wasn't what we called it for the sale. So this is by Cheryl Grung of Glendon Place. Gingerbread Grove, there's the name right on the very top. Apparently I can't read. But anyways, I actually, compared to other whips, I have quite a bit of it done. Now I have to be honest. I have thought, is there any way to shorten this or whatever, but at the same time, I'm so far, and really most of the work are the gingerbread houses, so I have one more house to do on the other side of the Big Daddy. So I've got this one to do, and then come down and do those 2 guys. And then where these pretzels are, I've replaced those with buttons from Brick City Cross Stitch of Christmas, I think, a gingerbread family, so I might put, so who knows. But if I could just finish those houses, I really don't have too much to go. So I thought, I don't know. I don't think it'll be Thanksgiving. I'd like to get a little more done on some model stuff. Sure. But I definitely want to pull that back out and put a priority to this versus the Praiseworthy Stitches one. Oh, yeah. That's an all-year thing. I love that. I might just get a few stitches in, but then I want to go back, and those are the ones I want to finish. And then there is one that just always catches my eye. I don't, for the time being, I don't need the whole thing, and I don't want to do the Santa. But what I do want to do is... You talking about the stand-ups or the whole... I don't mind the whole thing, but I am going to start with Mrs. Claus. Let's see if I can get it out. But this is the Needles Motion Christmas Kitchen, and I fell in love with Mrs. Claus and her kitchen. That's always a big thing for me, is I don't understand why. I just love to envision inside his house. So, and the stove and all that kind of stuff. So if I did, I thought if I could start with her. Oh yeah. A lot of white, a lot of fun, a stand-up, and I pulled that out to make sure that maybe I could at least mirror. Not even, sorry. You're not even gonna see the fabric hardly until you do the middle piece. Yeah. So we'll see. I think she's got a cute face. She's cute. She looks really cute. She doesn't have, for once, Mrs. Claus. Like, I always think she needs to have gray hair or white hair. And in this one, she's got black. I mean, it almost looks black, right? Or a smoky coal. Dark gray. It may be a dark gray. Yeah. But I really like her. So, that's my plans. Okay. First of all, to finish, ho 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 Sal. Yeah. And that's my haul.
Okay. Oh,
You got some?
You got some great, some pretty grace notes. I do have a little, not a lot. I jumped on board. Color Cotton put out a winter special. I don't remember the name of it.
Frost.
And I tried to get the fabric, but you really had to get it really quick. But they had actual chart, which I didn't get the chart. They had a bag, a project bag also. And then they had this fabric called Frost.
Oh, it is so pretty.
And I bought some of the fibers that went with it.
I would like those. I would like
probably
those.
hold it better than I can.
Does Miss Jean have these yet?
No, this is Color and Cotton. So basically where you're going to get it is, and I've looked, and I think they're all out.
Okay.
I wanted 32. It was gone by the time I got to it. So I did get 28 count.
I don't feel like it. Okay, that's better.
But the color is just the softest
Yeah,
blue. And those fibers against
these are phenomenal.
I know there's something in my winter stash that I can use that.
Heck yeah, that brown is...
Oh, the brown.
So it's Frosty is the lightest, Winterland is the darkest, and Shaker Box.
And I had posted on Instagram, and I had somebody say that brown, I think it was, I don't remember who it was, had said that was their most favorite brown.
I agree. That's trees, that's that's gorgeous.
And I love the fact that you get 8 yards of it versus the 5, I think, that you get. You got somebody here?
Let me check.
Okay. She's going to check.
You can share our fabric from Grace Notes.
Okay. And it looks like Chrissy got some fabric from Grace Notes Fabric, and she gets a fat quarter, and it's linen 32 count. And this is, let's see what it's called, Rustic Rose. Really pretty. Really, really pretty color. So I'm sure she'll find something to do with that. And I think I have a couple more things here. I also had found that Jean at Brick City Cross Stitch had managed to get a new color in 25 count that had not been out before, and it's called Cookie. Cookie? And I thought, ooh, this really is cool. And what I thought it would be good for, and it's kind of looking gray there to me, but it's actually a really pretty brown.
Yeah.
But I would say it's a little bit, that was exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I grabbed a fat quarter of that, and when I told Diane, she grabbed a fat quarter of it too.
That's good.
And the other thing that I found is Silver Needle made a post the other day on Facebook that they now had some 36 count even weave. And I thought, ooh, I got to try that. And it was white, off-white black, but they had a light taupe. So I picked up some light taupe.
Yeah.
36 count. So I'm kind of anxious to, one strand now,
Yeah.
will cover good on that. So I'm kind of looking forward to using both of those. In fact, the Cookie, like you're right, Prairie Schooler definitely.
I mean, actually both. Would be good for Prairie Schooler, but that one looks like our sage or a mushroom or whatever.
And 25 count over one is going to be really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's, I showed your Grace Notes.
Yeah.
I did not show your fibers.
Oh, this was just, this was a little treat from Terry. I think almost, must be on the wrong side.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is Terry from the Old Needle Shop. I had already gotten her, I went crazy with the Teresa Kogut Scarecrow. I've got the project bag. And then I've got the pin, a strawberry. And I thought I got one more thing, but I'm not confident. Let me fluff her bows. She likes to make sure that you make sure those bows are done properly. But I have never had a scissor slipper. And he is, he is so cute.
I've seen those on her site. They're cute. Yeah.
Your scissors right in there.
Wow.
I mean, just so cute. So cute.
Very cute.
I wanted to share that. I think she still has one of these in her shop I saw, and she has put out some other finishes like
Oh yeah, I saw some.
Yeah, really cute. Some really cute ones. So, and what color was this? This was interesting. Rustic rose.
Yeah, rustic rose.
Yeah. So, that's that. And I only had one last piece of haul, and that was Philip and I, in one of our What You Been Doing deals, was we went to the Quilters, Lake County Quilters Guild, their quilt show and Christmas type bazaar. And I've never done it before, but it's literally right around the corner of Venetian Gardens. So I ran into Marty Barrick from Carriage House Samplings. She was there with her mom, who's cute as a button. And we were talking, this is when you know it's so funny, because obviously, you know, her mom is mature. And I had Philip in the wheelchair, and she had her mom in the wheelchair, and we got talking, and then we started talking about Nashville, and her mom looked up, and she was, okay, let's go now. Basically, it's like, you girls chat later on your own time.
Yeah,
I'm over this.
I'm over this.
But we walked in, and they did have a place where you could, I would definitely go again. I would definitely recommend it for anybody who just likes crafts or is local or quilts, because they did have a vendor area that were, maybe it's put on by other quilters, but they had finished stockings, a dollar bin, you know, anybody, quilting patterns. They had some spool holders. I got a quilted purse that somebody had done, because I use like a tote size for when I go with Philip on the wheelchair. It's just nice to have new ones, you know. So, and then you go into the main area, and you know, you're talking, it was $10 a ticket. So it wasn't bad by any means. They have things inside you can, you know, get to drink or whatever. But then there was a gentleman right when we walked in around the corner, and I'll share some pictures of the quilts I saw, but he was selling them. I'm sure it was long arm, but he was selling the quilts on a rack at 20% off. So Philip saw Santa, and we're back in the mode, and he saw him on a sleigh flying, and he about flipped out of his chair at that quilt, and he's like, Santa. So I noticed the guy had a rack with them folded, variety of holidays, and it said 20% off, and I thought, geez, there is no way I can, probably not. So when I asked the guy, it was actually quite affordable. Oh. I don't mind sharing some things, because I hope they're there again next year, because I wanted a quilt Philip could actually use. I'm going to wash it, we're going to use it, and a lot of my moms and stuff, I don't. Right. Their decor, their hangings, so it was so fun to see him getting so excited. And the one on the rack we found was, we won't be able to show it all, but it was Santa with a train. So there are panels, every one of them is a panel, like what Teresa Kogut is with Kringle in the middle or whatever. And then they actually did, which I was impressed, they did a hand applique or machine applique of a train track going around. So we'll see if we can kind of try. I've got it going the right way, but there's your train track, and then I'll get it up there a little higher. There's your train, and let's see if I can straighten Santa out here for y'all. But I mean, that's about as good as we're gonna get. Yep. Because it's a big one. It's still throw size. Yeah. But it's in the corners, you can see, hold on, there's like lots of goodies in it. Oh yeah. But in the corners, there's like, there's holly berries and toys, and it's just perfect for a grandkid. So he had these, and I think by the time I was done, my price was $100. Oh wow. You can't beat that for something like this that still has the applique and the train track and all this, and the backing fabric is adorable. It's just all toys, vintage type bears, dolls. So that's and the best part is I've already washed it. Really? I've already washed it, and it looks identical. It didn't shrink. It just did exactly what I was hoping it was going to do, and it would get softer. And
it's really nice weight-wise.
It is. It's perfect. Yeah. So it's different because the one on the wall was vertical. Right. And that would have been great to handle. This one, maybe one day, because I figure, you know, you can never have too many quilts. So, yeah, I know. But it was a lot of fun. It was fun. You know, of course, I always, like Randy laughs, I don't know what it is. If I have plans, typically Philip is so happy to just stay in bed and play, and I'm chomping at the bit to go. But I have some money to go do something. Let's do it. And he's just fine. It's always that way. But if I really need to stay home or really, I mean, he's bolting and he's out the door, and it's just a funny little thing that seems to happen. And Randy knew it. He's like, you do know tomorrow when you're ready to go to this quilt show that you're so excited about
that
he's going to care less about leaving the house. I'm
right.
like, yeah, you're right. And then we had, they're put away, but we had our neighborhood community sales this weekend. I ran into a girl that watches our FlossTube. I saw her both times. I always run into everybody when I look for work. Because those are the days.
You ran into a couple people from the shop,
I
too.
did. I ran into Stacy.
Yeah.
I ran into Marty, and here I am. When I pull my hair up, it's gray because I gotta color my hair. And Phil's in a wheelchair, and it's just like, I was happy to get out that day because I didn't think he was going to go. I mean, I want to be there 9 a.m. But anyways, it's funny. But at the this Friday we did and it was cold. We were in the 40s.
Yeah.
We jumped on the golf cart with our warm stuff and our blanket and stuff like that, and we did some of the neighborhoods. And I found a cat tower.
Oh,
which sounds silly, but we have one for Oscar now. Yeah, brand new. You know, those things are pricey.
Yeah, they are.
So the guy says his cat's never liked it. So I'm like, Philip, that thing looks new. Like, nothing's on it. So anyways, we did snag one of those. But then I got a bag, like a gallon-sized bag of wooden spools.
Oh.
For $10. And I have my spool cabinets where that's what's really supposed to be in them. So I actually found something sewing. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had fun. It's been nice. I don't want the weather to go away.
I know. It's been so nice.
Yeah. So Thanksgiving, because we're at the end, and now we can, you know, what do you got going on?
Well, we're going to Ronnie's. He lives out in Ocala National Forest, he and Jeannie, and we'll be out there. I have to take my standard dishes.
As I say, you're making your mac and cheese?
Mac and cheese and sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
And I know
one year I want to taste this mac and cheese.
I know. I have
it's
to
from
do
scratch.
That. Yeah.
Freeze it.
I don't know. There's never enough left to freeze.
I know. Gonna have to get you on the double batch version.
Wednesday, I think I'm going to go over to the shop on Wednesday. I'm not real sure that there'll be a lot of people there, but it's our standard day. I did meet a nice lady from the UK.
Yes.
Last Wednesday.
Susan
Knots and Crosses, I think. She
Yeah.
was really sweet. it was her first LNS. I love it when I'm sitting there and I see, I love it when I'm there and I see somebody walking in that's never been in an LNS.
Absolutely.
It's like watching a kid walking in a candy. It's really fun.
Yeah.
She had a good time. I think she enjoyed it. I know she posted on Instagram a little bit.
Yeah,
later.
I saw your picture.
But she's from the UK, and and then Friday after Thanksgiving is the big sale at Brick City. 25% off everything except DMC and Anchor, I think.
I'm usually
in person
so ready to do nothing.
I know. I'll go over.
You're close, so it's.
I'll go over. It's fabric 25% off. I mean, I may see what's there. I mean, I've been really, really good about using some of the fabric that I have.
Yeah.
So I may, but anyway. So Thanksgiving, it'll be nice because I have to cook and then we go and then we come back and I don't have anything to clean up.
This year's a little bit different for us too because, we did, I was talking to the girls about, we thought there could be a potential surgery on my foot and I don't think it isn't going to happen by Thanksgiving. But they had already... Heather's like, I'll make the ham and I'll make the potatoes, and so she's got 3 things, and then so I just kind of put each kid on one little thing.
Good.
I said, and I'll fill in all the gap, all the desserts, and some casseroles and stuff like that. But for the most part, and my dad and Julie are going to, they're gonna go to Connecticut. They have Julie has a brand new great grandson that was recently born, and who wants to go in the snow, so they're going to go now instead. So that really brings my number to just almost immediate. So I kind of told the kids, of all the times, if we just want to stay in pajamas and do the football, eat all day,
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So we're eating at 2, and then I should be stitching by 5:30.
I think we're eating at 2 as well, and then
There you
hopefully
go.
we'll be home by 5 or so. And
Because it does get dark early.
Yes.
And none of us want to be on the roads.
Nope.
So.
Not on Thanksgiving. In fact, I was saying to Chrissy, I'm glad that we were doing it this Sunday, because next Sunday would have been the biggest travel day of the year. And of course, it's interstate for both of us when we get together. Neither one of us really.
Until I can get her to move in here.
Yeah, well.
It's not going to happen. But I do put it out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so definitely in football season, that can mess up.
We'll see
The
that.
highway too.
That is nothing at my house. You know,
Yeah.
my husband, he always said he played football in high school, and that was it. Now he's over it.
But when you're going north,
Oh, yeah.
for me to go to you,
Oh, yeah.
it can be bad on. So yeah, we try to. That's why we keep it early.
Yeah.
But other than that, I am looking forward to the holidays. And
Me too.
We will do.
Have you started? You've done Christmas shopping?
Yes.
I haven't done any.
Yeah, I kind of have to with the grandkids and stuff.
I
and
have
all
some
of that,
order, but yeah.
I was gonna say, I will do at your house the next time in 2 weeks. I will do her.
Yep.
She'll have her Christmas up.
Yep.
So I will do my home tour and its own video separate from our FlossTube today.
Yep.
I just got a few things to finish up, and then we'll make yours.
Okay.
A FlossTube home tour of hers like we did last year, and there's always some new stitches that are on display. So we will get you some Christmas home tours as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
I think that's it.
All right, guys, we've had a nice hour with you.
Yep.
We wish you a very blessed
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with family. Stitch what you love, and we will see you after, when it is truly the Christmas season.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, enjoy.
Bye. Take
Bye.
care.
Don't forget
Don't
to
forget
floss.
to floss. Bye.
Bye.